Hello everyone, this is the YouTube video which we've been putting off for
quite a while.
A long old time. Not really sure why either. I guess we've just been busy, haven't we, actually? So we're doing a YouTube video. We're going to do a YouTube page, Instagram page as well, and what we're trying to do is just give 100% transparent content to you guys, because, you know, just because we want to release information, what we've known about dropshipping. I also feel like there's so many gurus out there, so many people who are like high performers, people who have achieved, but like certainly people that we've looked into. Don't get me wrong, there's some genuine ones, but there's a lot of people who they're making their money by selling you content. They're not making money from what they're preaching, and we're kind of trying to go the other way. We're trying to make money only from what we preach and not by selling you guys a load of crap.
Hence why there's not been a lot of YouTube videos, because we've actually just been doing what we do. So
just been knuckling down.
So we've been dropship on eBay, and that's what we've been doing. We've been building that. We've been talking to others, networking. So, and we've had loads of ups and downs. We've had eBay completely crash on us. So that's why we've been neglecting YouTube. So the last time we did a video, I did one in January, thinking, right, this is going to be a new YouTube career. We're going to get on and start.
Going to do weekly videos.
Yeah, one video every week. This is going to work. We're going to nail this. And
one video every 6 months is still good, right?
Yeah, 2 a year. It's not bad. Get loads of views. I mean, there's probably going to be about 10 people that watch this. Hi, Mum.
Yeah.
And the rest of the family.
But so that's what we're going to do, and that's what we're going to do with our Instagram page as well. Just 100% transparent content. Hopefully it'll encourage and inspire you guys to start dropshipping, because at the end of the day, it's an amazing opportunity. Yeah. But don't be fooled, is what I'm going to say.
Yeah, you got to keep on your toes in this game, and that's something we've definitely learned.
And you need the whole. I think whatever business you do, there's no such thing as a get rich quick. This is not get rich quick. Dropshipping is not get rich quick. I mean, we've been doing it for a year and a half, and like Jono said, we've had some ups and some like really high ups, and some pretty low. Well, not lows, just problems. You just got to be a good problem solver. And you've got to be...
you got the ability to bounce back. So once you're solving those problems, you then use that to motivate yourself to keep going, rather than dwell on it and worry. And then, you can ask other people for help, which is absolutely fine, but you've got to make sure that you put the work in just to get back on it. And I think that's something that we've learned to do quickly. I think that's why we've kept going, why we always bounce back quicker.
Because we've started with a lot. We started at the same time as a lot of others, so it's quite a good reference point. And the majority of them don't actually do dropshipping anymore. And I think, I'm telling you that, not to put you off, but that's just a marker. It's not that it can't be done, but a lot of people, to be fair as well, some people haven't quit just because it wasn't working. It was working, but they were doing other things which were working better. Yeah. So...
Or they lost interest.
A lot of
people tend to get bored because they want something to keep their minds busy now, and then in a couple of months' time, they go, no, I don't think it's worked too much, or they're not making as much as they thought because they've stopped putting as much effort in.
And believed all the people who are just telling them they're going to get rich in a couple of months' time. Look at this guy, he did it, he got rich in a couple of months' time, and then it turns out, no, he didn't.
Yeah.
Anyway, rant over. So we're going to do a quick overview on the chronological order, if you like, of our year and a half of dropshipping.
Yeah.
So this goes back to February 2018 for me.
Yeah.
February 2018, I started dropshipping. I listed over 1,000 products. This was when eBay was all run a little bit differently. I listed 1,000 products, and I didn't get one sale for 7 days. And then my friend who started with me, he listed the same amount of products, and he got his first sale, I think, in about 2 hours. So that was really hard to take. As in, I'm just sitting there thinking, he's getting sales, his is working. He's getting like 1 or 2 sales a day. I haven't had any, and this went on for 7 days. And then my first item that I sold was about £5.
Yeah. It feels good though, doesn't it, that first sale? Even though it takes a while to come through.
It was a weight off my shoulder.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, the process does work. I just got to be patient.
How much has changed now?
How much has
It's actually
changed
better now than it was then, which is weird.
Yeah,
even though that was
true.
in the past, you usually think because a lot of people have joined dropshipping since, but it's actually better now than it was then. But anyway, we'll go back to talking about.
Quickly, is there time on your camera so we can see how long we've been talking?
Because
we don't want to rant.
There it is. Top. 5 minutes.
Okay.
We're ranting for 5 minutes.
So we're going to rant for another 5 minutes.
Lucky people.
And then we're going to call it quits. We're just here having our morning coffee, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
This is.
By the way, I haven't actually been up for long. We thought we'd just get a video out. We'll just do it.
First thing of the day, because we figured once we dive into dropshipping stuff, we're not coming to YouTube.
We've got a massive to-do list on here, and we've got so much to do anyway. So we're just gonna get this video out, and then we're gonna be working on all our dropshipping stuff. We've got a new strategy just for Christmas that we're gonna continue after as well. So and we're
testing.
Loads of testing. We're looking forward to implementing it as well because we've changed so much. But again, all this stuff we're going to talk about in other videos.
Yeah, and we're going to dive deeper into each specific subject, but we can't do it all at once because otherwise we'll be talking about for about 3 hours.
Yeah. Easily.
Only your mum will watch it.
Yeah.
So
just for being nice, probably still skip to the end and go, lovely video.
You did so well.
Yeah. That's it. The standard. Well done. I'm really proud of you. You're like, what? Go on, tell me what I said
you get
there.
a medal for taking part.
Yeah. I mean, going back to how we started, Matt started before me. Matt was the one who sort of told me about eBay dropshipping, even though I told him to go away a few times. Stop telling me about it. I started like in April. And I remember I used the account that I used was my old eBay account that I'd used to sell in the past. So you can still use the eBay account you've used in the past if you want.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So it was one that I'd used in the past. And it already had like loads of feedback. So I thought like I'm gonna have an amazing start, and then when I did it, it was a better start than you had. Remember, because I was getting 2 sales a day. I was like, I thought I was killing it. I was like, I'm on 2 sales a day. Check me out.
But it's encouraging. That was really encouraging for you. That allowed you, I think, to basically get hooked so quickly.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, it was just like a real side thing for 6 months. It took me 6 months until I did it full time. But I think it's.
I very quickly realised the opportunities.
We met. So Jono was doing Amazon FBA at the time. This is why I spoke to him, because he lives in Derby, by the way, and I live in Tunbridge Wells. So that's a 3.5
hours. Yeah, 3.5 hour drive.
Yeah,
quite a while.
3 hours, I think. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Is it? We're different parts of the country.
3 hours if you don't stop and put your foot down a little bit.
Yeah. I was looking to get into FBA because I started to get hooked on the whole e-com stuff. And once again, people selling me misleading and selling me stuff, which we'll get into on other videos. But that's how I met him. He was in an FBA group. And we just jumped on a phone call, didn't we, actually?
Yeah.
We started talking about what I do, what you do. His was FBA, me dropshipping.
Yeah.
And
we're both because I was a little bit further into my e-com journey at the time. But because we both had started something, both had this kind of interest in e-commerce, and it was turning our heads. At that point, I really turning my head, because I literally went on YouTube. This is how my journey started. I went, how to make money online. and FBA just came up in like an ad or something, and I just clicked on it, and then it went from there. Because it got to that point, I was like, I really, really want to try a business that's online. I have an offline business. I really want to do something new. So I put that in. And then all those videos came up, and then me and Max had that interest already, and then we got along as well at the same time. It was kind of like, hey.
I remember. So the reason why we actually became sort of like friends, and then later on down the line, business partners. Not that far down the line either.
No.
But it's because I was saying to him I should do dropshipping. This is when things was starting to pick up for me, and like the prospects, if you like, from what my mentor had told me, were unfolding and coming true, and they did come true, by the way. Like I say, there are some good ones out there.
Mm-hmm.
But because I was telling him all this information for free, I wasn't trying to sell him anything. I think that's what got you interested, isn't it?
But it took me like a moment, because I was so used to already seeing all these FBA stuff or some dropshipping stuff where they're selling things, constantly trying to sell. I think my guard was up a little bit. So when
Trying not to get distracted by other things, kind of thing.
yeah. So like when you told me the first time, I was like, oh, I've tried it before, and it didn't work. It's, it's on 10 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, we're 10 minutes already.
I tried dropshipping. I thought I hadn't really, but I thought I had. Where I was like, I've gone, got an item off Amazon and tried to sell it on eBay. Oh, it didn't work, and that was it. That was like my experience, just once. It was a Casio watch, the old school Casio watch.
Yeah.
Because I tried it once, I was like, oh no, it's fine. And then it was like the third time you kind of said it, and I think that was probably going to be the last time you were going to say it as well. You'd mention it because I kind of said no, I don't want to do it. I just went, I'll give it a go. I'll have a look at it, and as soon as I got going, I realised it was completely different. It opened up a whole new world of opportunities. And
so your little test, if you like, was just...
Oh, mate, it was literally, I went on Amazon, put in watches, and then found a Casio watch and copied and pasted the description and one picture, just have one item.
I love that.
Tried to sell one item and for way more than what it was selling on eBay as well.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so funny. It's so strange to see.
It was years ago that I tried that.
For anyone who's like watching this, who's just getting into dropshipping or just starting to look into dropshipping, that is how you do not dropship.
Yeah.
And the reason being is but I get why you would, because people talk like an overview like that. You take a product, you list it on eBay, you make money for more than you're selling, and that's what people do. But that is just so not how it works.
Yeah.
And your margins will look really small, but once again, we go into detail there how there's front end and back end profit, but that's a whole that's a whole nother 10-minute video.
Yeah, I mean, there's
especially with us, because
there's absolutely loads we talk about. I mean, we'll talk about like how much it costs as well to get into it and stuff. It really is really isn't that much, but again, that's something we can talk about. That's an easy one.
So for those as well, maybe thinking, we had money before we start. Like, I mean, people were like, FBA, don't ever be fools. You need money before you start.
Oh my God, you need so much. I mean, relatively, no, you do need so much. I don't want to try and be all like, oh no, only a couple of grand. Don't go in with $2,000. Don't do it.
No, yeah, don't. Honestly, don't.
Yeah.
But anyway, another video.
FBA is a whole new learning process as well.
It is, which we've done, and we can talk you through it.
Amazon's hard. I'm just going to put it out there. Really hard, but that's going to be another video as well, because there's a lot talking about that.
There's... so where was I going?
We were originally in our backstory sort of area. We can fast track that bit.
I'm just going to skip over it. Like, so beforehand starting this, I was a gardener running a gardening firm with myself and 3 other blokes. Yeah. So like I did quite well. I did quite well. I didn't do really well. Like, that's about it. Because
you built it from the ground up, there, didn't you? So.
Yeah, but when you're in that position, I guess any money that you do make has to kind of go back into the gardening business. So if you like, I didn't have lots of spare cash to throw at dropshipping. Very little at all. I think I threw about, including my training with my mentor, I think I spent about £1,000. That is just being honest. £1,000 before I started seeing a return on investment. However, the return was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Had a pretty awesome year. My overview of my year is it's been the best financial year of my life because of dropshipping. And, I've done things like I bought myself a car. Okay, it was just a sensible buy, VW Passat, but that was not an option for me before. I've been on a fair few vacations, just enjoying my life, because I love how we can work anywhere in the world, and so we've been trying to utilise that less so than we should.
Yeah, not as much, but I appreciate just being able to, the other day you gave me a call from your garden, so I was in the garden, just open up my laptop, thought I'd just work from here.
In the sun.
Yeah, and the other day I just thought I want to get out of the office for a bit, because we've got an office. So that's part of the story, I suppose, but. Then I just went to a coffee shop, just open up my laptop there, work from there, and you can do it from literally anywhere.
Around.
Anywhere.
You go away for a weekend, don't worry. You take your laptop, you spend half an hour on it, just doing the things that you have to do.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's more to do than half an hour, but if you want to just keep on top and maintain, it's half hour. Done. Anyway, and then also now I've saved, we've got enough money, me and my partner, to buy a house, which, I was a long way off over a year and a half ago. So
yeah.
because of that, dropshipping's allowed me to do that, which is insane.
That's good. Nice one.
Yeah, that's my backstory. Your backstory?
Mine. So 2 years ago, I was working in a call center. I was on about 16 grand a year, I think. It wasn't that much money. It was part time at the time, sort of like 24 hours a week. But full time, I was on about 18. So the money wasn't that great. The job itself really wasn't happy bunny at all. I think I've never been in a job that I've disliked the most, and it wasn't actually. I thought it was just the job that was the problem, but it was just because I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. I wasn't feeling fulfilled. So I wasn't in a happy place at all when I was in the job. I know a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, I was in a corporate job and I was doing really well, but I wanted to break the mold." It's like, nope. From 18 on the way to 29, I decided to get job after job after job. I job hopped so much. Yeah. I probably had about 30 jobs, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
If you think about it. Okay, a lot of them were just short temp ones or just short term.
So you were doing that because it was like you thought in your head it's because the job was the problem.
Yeah.
The actual issue was yourself and what you were doing.
Yeah, and it took me, I eventually stayed at one company but switched jobs a couple of times for 4 years, and it took me that time in that 4 years, this is the part that I appreciate about this job, to realise that it was actually completely to do with the jobs that I was doing. The fact that I'm not one of those people who's like, I don't want a boss or anything like that. It was more just I wasn't feeling fulfilled. I wasn't doing anything that I really, really wanted to do. So I thought it was the job, but it was actually it was me. I needed to change something. So I decided to just I started a business when I was 27. So a couple of years into that job, I started a business. It was a fun casino business where you go out to people's parties and set up casino tables. And then I did that for a while, but then I quit my job and did that full time. 2 years later, when I was 29.
Hang on, let's back up there. So just be transparent. He said he did that full time. You were working for at least 2 days a week.
I was working full time at first for my job.
Right.
Added the business on, fun casino business.
Because that's a weekend business.
Yeah, it was a weekend business, but I did have to do a bit of work after work as well.
Yeah,
but I managed to, what I did, I utilised the time I had available to be able to start this other business.
Sure.
So it was a side hustle, built up some money. I utilised Google Ads. I tried to do my best and only focus on the things that will get me the business.
Yep.
So I didn't bother with like lots of offline stuff that was just a waste of money. I went and just said, right, what works? Found out what worked. Done. And only put money into that.
Learned it. So this is another key thing, guys. Don't get too. I know we're talking about an offline business to an online business, but just do what you know. Do what you learn. If it works, just double down, triple down, and do it. That's something that we've learned because we've tried so many other methods of dropshipping. Tried Shopify, we tried Amazon. Amazon's actually going okay, but and we tried FBA, of course, and stuff like that. Stuff that we didn't know, if you like, and vast majority we've lost. So stick to what you know. Obviously, do grow within. But my point being is, don't think the grass is greener everywhere else because it's so easy for it to look like that. Yeah,
and I suppose you just gotta
focus on your own grass.
Back to his gardening stuff.
Yeah,
it's full of it. And at the time, I did the casino business and did that for a little while. However, I knew that wasn't something that I really wanted to do long term. I knew it was I called it a cash builder. I kept telling myself it's a cash builder. You get a bit of money behind me, and it allowed me to put in a position where I wasn't earning loads, but earning enough to be able to quit my job and have time to be able to do something else until the money ran out. I had time. It bought me time. I think I got it up to about I managed to have savings of about £10,000 at the time.
Yeah.
I didn't need that much if I had a job still going, but because I had no job anymore.
Yeah.
I needed a bit. I wanted a bit of buffer so I could just go through that. And to be honest, I was willing to go through it all until I found something else.
That's a really good amount of money to save up though. And just so you guys know, like you don't need to.
I had a job. Remember, I had a job and I had the business. That's why I got to that point, and that took me 2.5 years to get to that point. So
it's a lot of hustle.
Yeah, exactly. It took me some time because I still had all my bills to pay and everything like that. But I built up that amount of money.
That's really good.
Then I decided to quit that, and then I started dropshipping in April. So April last year, that's when I sort of started, the start of April. Yeah, it's 20 minutes.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, so I started it in April last year, and then ever since then we've grown and made sort of like loads of mistakes to get to where we are now. And I set out goals and gone the same thing what Matt was saying about buying a car and that kind of stuff. I did the same. I was like, right, I'd set up quite a big goal. I know I went in with the car thing quite hard. I wanted to get a Jag F Type, which I don't know if you guys have seen that car. It's a nice car, and I always like Jags. I actually like the Jag XF originally.
That was both of our cars.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah. I had a black one, you had a white one.
White one,
yeah.
Laptop lifestyle.
Yeah, laptop lifestyle. And then so I did actually reach the point where I could get the Jag. I went to test drive it in December. It was amazing. Loved the experience. And
then Ben, our mate, who we also network and we work with quite closely, he just picked up. He saw a Maserati, didn't he? Yeah,
Maserati Gran Turismo. He sort of showed me a picture of it. I thought that looks great. And then Matt happened to be visiting me at the time, and I was like, right, we're going to go look at it.
It wasn't far away either. It was a garage not too far away.
Yeah, so I'm in Derby. It was in Sheffield.
So we went to test drive.
Went to test drive it, and then Matt went on the phone just after test drive. So
Jono's quite he's quite. I'd say you don't. He doesn't splash the cash, which is a good thing, No,
naturally.
Not saying that you're conservative, but he thinks he has a bit more of a thought process.
Yeah.
Before he buys, do I really need this?
Yeah.
And I could see him sort of going through that thought process, or so I thought. And I was like, I'm not going to put any peer pressure on him. I'm not going to say he should or shouldn't, because that's going to alter his decision. And I was like, that it's 100%. It's a big purchase. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, basically, he gets on the phone, goes off on the phone somewhere, and when he comes back, to his shock, he just goes, "You're right," and I went, "Yeah, just put a deposit down the Maserati," and he just looks at me like, what? He didn't expect it at all. He just says, about 5 seconds of taking it in as well. He just looks at me like,
Jesus.
Okay. I was like, yeah, done. And I just didn't sat there all calm as well. But in my mind, I was like, what have we done?
I think we've got some videos of that out there as well, actually. I'll put that on the Instagram page at some point.
Oh, it's messing around the Maserati. So yeah, I got it. And there was actually, straight away, I did feel there was a little bit of regret, because I thought, what have I done? This is not me. The car's probably too powerful for me. But
yeah.
I've had it ever since, and it's been amazing. I've loved it.
You've loved it. I've loved it. I love driving it. So much fun.
It's awesome. So I can see myself. I want to keep it now. I'm completely changed, but it's been great, and it's so nice to achieve that goal, because I've never visualized my goals like that, and especially a material one. I've always had other goals. So it's the first time where it's like I had to pay for something like that big, and I did it, and it felt good. It felt great. In fact, it's actually sort of spurred me on.
I was going to say, it's one of those things which maybe, like you say, didn't feel so great at the time, but you don't regret it now.
No, that's not at all. Thing. Not at all. Love it,
and we love it. And I had the same goal as that. I didn't actually achieve that. Jono, I will be 100% transparent as well. Jono has earned more money than I have in the past year. He's done really well. He's been relentless.
Yeah.
Which is something that I'm trying to take a leaf out of his book now. In fact,
I suppose I just really went for it.
Really went for it. Yeah. And but not to say that I still enjoyed myself, still done well. Yeah. I did have the money to do the same.
Yeah.
But I then would have had basically no money to buy the house, and the house was more of a priority.
Yeah. I mean, when you asked me the question, do you have Johnny? What would you rather do? Buy a house right now or get the car? It's split second. I went car, and you went fair enough, and that was it.
Done. Yeah. No, but yeah. So that's an overview. So this video has overrun.
We bored you for 24 minutes and 6 seconds.
That's a long time, actually.
Right, okay, so we'll just have to wrap it up there, I suppose.
We'll wrap it up there. I think ups and downs, we'll do in another video.
Yeah, we'll do that in another video. And those videos, another videos as well, we'll talk about just like barriers to entry, that kind of stuff, into dropshipping, because we know that's where all this is leading. We're going to talk about all our dropshipping, how we got into it, what software we use. We're going to tell you all that stuff as well, so you guys can sort of, if you want to get started, you can. That's up to you.
Yeah.
You can just see how we've done. And if you want to follow our footsteps, you can.
All right, guys. tune in. Next video, hit the like, subscribe button, whatever they tell you. To
Yeah,
do for all the
little
others.
bell notifications from
The
down
bell.
here.
I always
Hit the
find
bell.
the bell is just one step too far.
Just
Like,
hit-
no one hits the bell.
Just hit the bell.
Subscribe. Is
Just
fine.
do it. Don't listen to him.
Whatever. Follow us on Instagram as well.
Bye.